An aristocrat has denied sending threatening Facebook posts about the Brexit campaigner Gina Miller. Lisa Hamperley is at Westminster Magistrates Court. Who is he, and tell us more about what he's accused of?
Well, Rodri Colwyn-Phillips, the fourth Viscount St David's, wrote a comment about Miss Miller, offering a bounty a few days after she spearheaded a court battle which eventually forced the government to consult Parliament before formally beginning the Brexit process. Now, responding to a Mail Online story, he wrote, £5,000 for the first person to accidentally run over this bloody, troublesome first-generation immigrant. He described her as a boat jumper and added, if this is what we should expect from immigrants, send them back to their stinking jungles. In two other Facebook comments about Mail Online articles, he referred to immigrants as monkeys. One said, please will someone smoke this ghastly insult out of the country, and added, a return to Planet of the Apes is not acceptable.
What happened in court today?
Well, there have been a series of exchanges between the peer of the realm and the Chief Magistrate here at Westminster, Emma Arbuthnot. She asked him what he meant by smoke. He said it was in the context of removing an animal from its den and it didn't mean to kill. And asked about his Planet of the Apes reference, he said he wasn't being racist as there were fair-skinned, fair-haired apes in the film who looked a bit like Nicola Sturgeon. Now, the Chief Magistrate said what was she supposed to understand about his use of effing boat jumper? And he said it wasn't racist, it was simply a statement of fact. And we've heard also there was another Facebook post this was used by the prosecution to show that Lord St David's was a bad character. And in it he wrote about torturing people he didn't like, including Miss Miller, who was born in Guyana, and he called her a hideous, jumped-up immigrant. I should tell you, Eddie, that I'm sitting outside the court in our radio car, and I've just been told from inside the court that we do have verdicts. We've got a verdict on the count one, which was the Facebook post, the comment about Gina Miller. He's been found guilty of sending menacing communications, and the judge has said that I have no doubt it was menacing and it was nothing private about a Facebook post. He's been found not guilty of the one I was talking about smoking animals. That was in reference to a family in Luton, and he has been found guilty of the third count, again likening immigrants to monkeys. And we'll get more from the Chief Magistrate later. But I should say that we did hear in a statement from Miss Miller yesterday, she didn't actually appear in court, but we heard, you'll remember back in the day of when the court appearance, when we were going through the court, she said that she was the most hated woman in Britain. And in court she said in a statement that she was worried for her children's safety as well as her own. And she said she'd received a series of threats, including sexual, physical violence. One said she should be shot in the head and put in a bin. Lots of them said she should be burned. And after Lord David's comments, she said she felt violated, and the comments were the main reason why she employed security guards.
That was the first time that I felt truly threatened for a number of reasons. One, here was somebody who appeared to have the means and the network and capabilities to deliver on this £5,000 bounty that he'd posted. Secondly, it's actually very close. He lives very close to where I work. So the fact that the realism and the proximity of it made me feel very threatened. And the third thing was the response that the post got, in that it fired up lots of other people. So it sort of became a bit of a feeding frenzy.
That was Gina Miller, and before that, Lisa Hamperley with that breaking news on the verdict at Westminster Magistrates Court.